Asian hate, to make sure we send a clear message that here in Queens County we celebrate our diversity and love our diversity. We break down barriers, we break down any walls, and we are looking forward to marching with you on May 2nd. We have to march against hate. That's why I'm here. You hear that announcement? So.
Criminal for our Chinese.
Well, anybody who unjustly hurts anybody or hits or kills someone should be held accountable. There should be no excuses.
Do you think our Chinese bring the society any problem? Or
Of course. I mean, listen, culture, to me, the Chinese community plays such a central role in Queens County, so I am beyond happy to stand with each and every one of you. We're ready to march.
Say about our Chinese people contribute to this society a lot.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
今天我们很高兴宣布5月2号在法达县有游行，反对亚裔的对亚裔的仇恨案子，有各个的主力来支持亚裔社群，谢谢。
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. All righty. It's an honor to be here this morning. And while I'm happy to see all of you, I'm really not happy to be here under these circumstances. And the circumstances that have brought us here are deplorable. And we have to use our voices here in Queens County in every way to make sure that we push back against hate in any form or fashion. For too many of our Asian brothers and sisters, you've been fearful in walking the streets of New York City, walking the streets of Queens, and we're here to let you know that we stand with you in Queens and around the country and city, that we're not going to tolerate hate against the Asian community or any other community. We've done a lot over the course of the last weeks to make sure that this borough is united against hate. We held a rally at Borough Hall steps. On just last night, we held a town hall citywide with the mayor's office. We have some bystander trainings coming up as well, because nobody should simply stand by and stand idle when our communities are under attack. So we know hate is a horrible thing. We know that this pandemic has exacerbated many inequities across the borough. We know that this pandemic has been deadly for many of our communities. But right now, we're dealing with a second wave of a pandemic. And that pandemic is hate. And Grace has heard me talk about this over the course of the last few weeks. While we can try to find a cure for the coronavirus, while there are vaccines called Moderna and Pfizer and J&J, unfortunately, there is no vaccine that can cure hate. However, each and every one of us here can be a vaccine. We can love one another, who moves mountains, who's been a steadfast partner on so many different issues around equity, not just for the Asian community, for every community across this country. So I'm glad to stand with each and every one of you. I want you to know that we reaffirm our commitment to your community, and that we stand with the Asian community during its time of need. And we will be here 24 hours, 7 days a week, to make sure that you feel protected and safe, even if I have to walk you home myself. So thank you all for being here. It is now my honor to now bring up a national leader, international leader, our Congresswoman, Grace Meng.
Thank you so much to our Borough President, Donovan Richards, for convening us here today. I want to say a few words in Chinese, and don't worry, my Chinese is very limited, so it won't be too long, Borough President.
Fine.
各位侨领，大家好，今天非常荣幸能够跟大家聚在一起。其实今天这个活动是我们皇后区区长的概念。他前几个星期问我，他说我们华人社区有没有真正的感受到黑人领导、黑人社区现在支持我们华人社区反对这些仇恨案子？我们的区长一直希望能够想找方法，想更多的 idea 能够把我们各个的主因合在一起，反对所有的仇恨案子，不管是哪一个主因。所以我今天非常感谢他，他的希望就是说，特别让我们华人的领导、华人社区感到黑人领导，还有我们皇后区领导对我们的这个爱心。Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Congresswoman Grace Meng, and it's an honor to be here with all of you today. I just thanked our Borough President, Donovan Richards, for once again convening our community and standing up against hate and racism. And I don't have to tell you that this is not the first anti-Asian event that Donovan has organized. I myself, I can't even keep up, have been part of multiple events that the Borough President's Office has put together in convening leaders across the county of Queens to stand up against hate. I really want to encourage folks to come out and to spread stories of how we're helping each other and how we are standing up against hate and racism in general. So we are really here to hear our community groups talk, and I know we'll hear from a few leaders. But I really want to thank all of you for the great work that you've been doing over the last year. These are the leaders who have been hearing stories day after day, helping community members, reporting these incidents when people have been attacked. And we know about the 3,800 number, but we know that there are so many. Just last night I heard about 2 verbal incidents from friends, but they don't want to report it. They're nervous, they're scared. So we know that the number is a lot higher, and that's why we have to continue to stick together and stand up against hate. So thank you, Borough President, for convening us. We have a few speakers. First, I want to invite New York Chinese Business Association President George Xu.
Thank you, Grace. Thank you, Borough President Richards. And I'm so proud and to be here and with so many people and from the community working together, speaking out, and we can beat this. Just like beating the pandemic, virus, and this is another form of virus, just like Borough President Richards said that. And with this, and then so there's many of the events being speaking out, and then I'm very glad to be part of this, and we're going to continue to work together and beat this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, George. Next we have the Taipa Chinese Doctor Association, Dr. George Liu.
Thank you, Borough President and Grace. It's the opportunity to be here. Everybody to support this great event. Last 1 year, anti-Chinese hate crime increased 2,000%, now 200%. What was the reason? We deserve respect. We deserve to help. We do not want people to be anti-Asian hate. It is very important, and I think please appreciate the former president and the great people's opportunity to thank this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Liu. Next, we have the Taiwan Center, President Su.
In New York City, everywhere, all residents, and we wish all residents that Asians.
Thank you. U.S. Chinese Windsor Association President Wu Hongguang.
大家好，今天的陆羽，这个的局长，各位侨领、各位会长、各位媒体新闻记者，大家好。我今天呢很高兴来这里参加这个会议，就是说，呼吁我们亚裔的人一定要出来示威，有时候好像说发生那个好像欺负，一定要去向警察的投诉。最后就是说。现在是不是下个星期的那个是5月2号，动员我们大家乡亲出来游行示威，展示我们华人的力量。谢谢大家 ，Thank you.
Then we have the Prosperous Community Foundation, Wu Yiping, Wu 会长。
So the community is not just one, not just Asian, Chinese. It's including all the races there. So I think we should send a voice to everyone there. So we are all together. So we are the one. We want to start with him. 大家要用坚定的眼光，坚毅的眼光来把我们的对歧视的这种愤怒表达出来。这是我的我希望大家在这次游行当中所表达的感情，谢谢。
Next we have ACAP President Wen Song-lee.
Thank you everyone, and I really appreciate the moral leader President Richard. Now we are working together. The pain of the society is treatable, it's preventable, it's curable. Let's work together. Today we stand up working together. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We also have with us the U.S. Jiangxi Association, its President Frank Zhen.
We have to behave all the discrimination for the races. So we should be stand up and united, and we are together. We are Asian, and we are the same as other Asians. Thank you very much, for this event. Thank you.
U.S. Fujian Association, Vice President Zhang.
This land, make it free for everybody, all Asian people who live in the United States. Brother and sister, we united together against hate and racism. Thank you.
Next is President Swin from the Shandong Association of New York.
希望我们这种活动呢经常的办，而且呢以后我们会在5月2号我们会号召我们的这个会员，我们的山东籍的，包括我们的朋友一起来参加这种活动。好，非常谢谢 ，Thank you.
Next, we have President Chen from the U.S. Sichuan and Chongqing Association.
我们在美国，我们就要公平平等啊！我们在美国这个土地上，我们共同携起手来，团结一致。
朱留地，我们徐会长，前华商会的会长。
不要因为我们是黄色的皮肤，而今天要来歧视我们、攻击我们。我们希望在座的每一位，大家都能够团结一致，压住今天所谓的歧视跟暴力。谢谢大家。
founding president Pauline Chu, and my good friend and classmate Devon Huang.
Tolerated. The African American community has a long history of crimes against them, and they've learned to have that voice. They've learned to talk about what they need from the government. They've learned to protest. That's the message that we need to have now. So thank you again for hosting this event and allowing me to speak.
Guangdong Association of America, Vice President Katie Ho.
Thank you for Graceman, our congresswoman. She's Asian. Okay, she represented all our Asian. Stand up, speak up. We would try to defend all the Chinese, Asian in America. I take this chance to say thank you very much for our Queensboro president and our Graceman. I hope all Chinese coming out on May 2. 我呼吁所有的中国人站出来，5月2号站出来，为我们中国人团结起来。谢谢大家。还有也是康华老人中心的总裁。OK， 我们老人家也很多，也很怕。我今天有一个老人家，很多老人家也过来，然后我也是New York Senior Association 的下一个你说。我最后谢谢大家，呼吁大家5月2号站出来，谢谢。
Do we have the New York Senior Association, John Yu?
My name is John Yu. I represent two associations. The first one is Chinese Hotel Association of USA. The other one is the Brooklyn Senior Association. People in the Soviet. There is a crime. We must stop the crime. And also, we have to fight for our second generation. I'm here today. It's not fight for me only. It's also fight for our children, the grandchild. Am I right? So, this crime, including everybody, not only Chinese people, including Indian people, Japanese, the Asian people. 每一次我们都是浩浩荡荡去参加这个活动。这一次5月2号，我们也是有大概100多人报名，也支持 Graceman。到时候呢，大家都辛苦啊！我们一定要让大队来支持，我们要反对歧视 ，No more hate。
So I want to have Jimmy Chang, who also organized a rally, I think last weekend, across Manhattan and Brooklyn as well.
Thank you. Thank you, Graceman. We just did last weekend, like 2 days ago in Chinatown. So I think this is so important. We come together in Queens. So next May 1st, May 2nd is so important. All people come out together, working together, and I think this is so important for us. We have Black community and Chinese community, all of the other community get together. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chang. Next we have Jason Lam, ACUA.
尊敬的那个议员、市长、各位首领，大家好，我是美国华人华侨联合总会主席林建新。大家用携手合作，为我们华人创造利益共同体，这样才能维护我们的权益，就为我们争取更多的利益。希望大家一起努力，为这个多元社区奉献自己的力量。大家一定要团结，硬发出我们的声音。谢谢。
Mr. Lin Fat Jim, Hotel Chinese Association of USA.
Police. Today is a hate crime is too much now. All the color people, we have not be hate. It's only is for the law. And enforcement is to help the people, not hate the people. That today, at the meeting, I hope we change everything. Good luck, everybody, and take care.
But not least, our speaker is 郑主席 Fujian Association.
各位我们的亚裔朋友，大家好。我今天代表美国福建同乡会，非常的高兴能够参加受邀这个任议员的这个活动，一定要出来为我们自己、为我们下一代来示威游行抗议。我们要争取民主、平等，所以大家一定要出来。谢谢大家，谢谢。Thank you.
Just kidding. One more. President William Su Myanmar Association.
But I have a lot of friends and a lot of community, Chinese community. It's one of the largest Chinese community in Flushing. That's why now I've been to so many rallies and about the Asian. See, right now we got to make this stop the Asian hate. All the people got beat up with all the Asian faces. So now this must be stopped. And so I would like to send the message to now thank you for the grace. Like we're talking about this is the national problem. So I hope that will be stopped very soon. So everybody have a good day. Thank you very much, Grace. Thank you.
美国上海同乡会。
Hi, good morning everyone. I'm Shanghai Association, the president of Joe. Yeah, I'm very happy to join us today. So we will, for our next generation, we must rise up. So we hope that we can stop the Asian hate and we rise up for the next generation. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much everyone for your patience, for being out here. See you May 2nd and invite your friends. Thank you, World President.